Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sama. So in today's video, I wanted to discuss this picture. This picture has been going around social media, and I shared a few days ago on my community tab, and a lot of people have been commenting about it. And for anyone that does not make sense to, let me just explain it. You can see in these three pictures, there's one person that is the, what's that word now, denominating factor, if I can put it that way. There's one person that is in the three pictures, and his name is FFK. So Femi something Kayode. I'm not sure what his middle name is, but that is what the FFK stands for. And you see, I wouldn't be very politically literate, if I can put it that way. I wouldn't know a lot about the political parties. All I know is the government is not doing well, the road is not fixed, there's not constant electricity. I know the basic, like most people, but I do not know all the tiny little parts of politics. It's so much sunlight, and I just hope it's not making my camera way too bright. But anyways, I'll ignore that. And at the same time, you do not have to be politically minded or whatever to know that this picture is interesting. Okay, and why is it interesting? The one at the top, this same FFK is with the president of the country, right? And then on the left is an Igbo guy that is Nnamdi Kanu. He is fighting for, or agitating for, whatever term you want to use it, asking for, demanding for the rights of the Igbos to break away. For anyone that does not know, because sometimes I don't want to forget that there are some non-Nigerians that watch me. So Nigeria has many tribes, okay? But they will say the three major tribes will be the Hausas, the Igbos, and the Yorubas. The guy on the right is the guy called Sunday Igbowo. He is fighting for the Yorubas. It depends on you who you are asking. You will find that some people believe that the president, who is from the north, we're not fighting to break away. He's representing his people. Let's put it that way. At the moment, these two guys, Nnamdi Kanu and the Sunday Igbowo, are under government oppression. Let's put it that way. They are detained, arrested, locked up, and they are going through a lot in the hands of the government, okay? For speaking up or for their agitation or whatever you want to call it. To now see this Femi, this FFK, as a common person in the three pictures, it doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good, because it makes it look like you're dining with these people and you're also dining with that person. Listen to my word, it makes it look like. And people have been calling him Judas Iscariot. People have been calling him Judas Iscariot. They call him a betrayer, they call him all these names and all of that. And then I saw an interview. FFK, it was being interviewed by Channels Television. I will put a link so you can watch the few interview by Channels Television. But I'm going to show you guys a tiny part, a tiny clip from it. And by the way, if I'm not mistaken, this same FFK is planning, dreaming of, okay, to become the president of the country someday. What happened recently is that he used to be a member of a particular a political party, and he has changed to another political party, okay? And why it's so interesting is that this guy in the past has vowed that he would never change a political party. You see, when they say internet never forgets, his posts started popping up since he changed his political party, and people started bringing out receipts. Nigerians started bringing out all his tweets where he said he would never change political party. Now he has changed, and his language has changed. Listen to what he had to say about changing his political party.
I was in APC for 9 months. What I saw.
Memorable, man.
Oh my God. What I saw, man.
Memorable, man.
Is giving you this kind of trouble that you're seeing today. Is in crisis right now.
Yeah.
Are you sticking with the party?
But of course, the PDP is my party. I will never leave the party.
You're never considering going back to the APC?
I would never. The APC, absolutely out of the question. Until kingdom comes, until Jesus returns, that will never happen.
But you left the PDP for the APC.
Well, we've discussed that on many, many occasions. I've told you my reasons for doing that.
This same man, when they were interviewing him, okay, they now asked him about this change of party. Is it because of money that he changed? When I heard the interviewer or the presenter or the broadcaster asking that question, I was like, because when this guy is known for being rude to reporters, he's known for being rude to journalists. Somebody have asked him a question in the past that he did not like. The way he berated that guy.
What type of stupid question is that? Bankrolling who? Do you know who you are talking to? I will not take any questions from this man. What type of insulting question is that? Which bankroll? To do what? Who can give me money for anything? Who do you think you are talking to?
Sorry, sir.
Bankroll what? Go and report yourself to your publisher. Bankroll what? Please don't insult me here.
Okay,
I don't want to take any questions from this man.
It's okay.
Very stupid. I could see from your face before you got here how stupid you are. Don't ever talk to me like that. Who do you think you're talking to? Bankroll who? You think that I'm one of those ones you'll be from who? From how? When? Where? How? You have a small mind. Very small mind. Don't judge me by your own standards. I've been in politics since 1990. I'm not one of these politicians you think will just come. I've been locked up how many times by this government? Suffered. I've been persecuted. Unlike most of the politicians you follow for brown envelope. You. Don't ever judge me by that standard. I spend, I don't take. And I'm not a poor man. I've never been and I will never be. Bankroll how? Don't ever suggest that to me. I'm sorry that it was deeply insulting. I don't often get annoyed in press conferences. I've been doing this type of thing for many, many years. Don't you ever make that kind of suggestion to me.
Sorry, sir. Thank you, sir, for your time.
Bankroll who, a former minister, a lawyer.
Sorry, sir. He got his language. Sorry, sir.
Don't ever try that with me again. No. Don't, please. You see me well. Don't ever. All right? I have a short fuse. Okay?
Sorry.
Don't.
Sorry,
Try it with others, don't. I won't just say right now, I will hit you hard, don't. And if anybody sent you to ask that question and gave you brand new, go and tell them you got more than they bargained for to do it. Very rude. It's not the standard of daily trust at all. And I will report you to your publisher. Thank you.
Sorry, sir.
Any other questions?
No,
Bankroll.
that's okay, sir. So sorry.
Imagine that.
So sorry, sir.
Somebody has been on the road for how long? You are coming to talk about that.
Sorry, sir.
Very stupid.
Hello, your question is a very insulting question to me. And if I had known that this is what you wanted to ask me, I would ask you not to ask me that kind of stupid question. I've been in politics since 1990. I was brought into politics by Marafa Sokoto. You understand me? Alachi Umaru Shinkapi. I've been in politics for many years. I've been in this game. I've been a minister twice. I've been spokesman to the president for 3 years. And I've been a leading member of the opposition, the resistance, over the last 5 years. And a day has not passed that I have not spoken about what I felt was going wrong in this country, because that is what opposition is meant to do, and that is what was done to the PDP by the APC when PDP was in power. You understand me? For you to use the word, anybody, including Yari, I never read that. But if you're right, even for you to repeat that to me, can I please respond to you? Even for you to repeat that to me, sponsored at my level, by who, for what?
Already, some people already, those who perhaps agree or don't agree with you, are already talking about your latest decision, and they're already criticizing. Let me just let you know some of the things that your critics are saying. Some have criticized, and they wanted to know that they're saying that maybe you're leaving the PDP is finance related.
So I don't expect that kind of ridiculous and absurd question from you, okay? I have never ever lacked in finances. There have been no inducements. Politicians don't move because of finances. If I wanted finances, I would have moved a lot sooner than today. I have struggled and I have fought over the last 6 years more than any of the little monkeys that said what you just said to me now. And I stand proud and I stand tall. The kind of family I come from, the kind of background I have, finance is never an issue. But of course, this is always the absurd narrative that people with a very small brain and a low intelligence quotient always put out when they feel threatened. And I don't care. You can insult me from morning till night. It means nothing to me. What is important to me is my God and the fact that I'm doing the right thing at the right time. I am considerably more wealthy than most people think. And I don't need anything from anybody. I work hard. I've always worked hard and I've never lacked anything good. When I was fighting the government, you didn't talk about finances or no finances. Now that I'm not fighting the government, you're talking about finances or no finances. It's an old narrative. It's an old story. It's something that Nigerians, particularly Nigerians from a particular segment of society, like to say about those of us that are in the elite. And I'm not prepared to respond to such rubbish. And I'm surprised you should ask me that kind of question.
You can hear the arrogance in his voice. Imagine him saying monkey. Even the fact that he used the word monkey. I don't expect that kind of ridiculous or whatever question from you. When you want to you said you want to be a politician. You are there for the people. You want to serve the people. You should be ready for any question. You should be ready. You see, he always feels too big. That's one thing I don't understand. You want to serve the people, but you feel too big to be questioned. Can people ask for accountability from somebody like this tomorrow? What is hard in answering? As Fela would say, it's simple yes or no. Yes, no. Finance has nothing to do with it. I want to serve my people. But you feel like that question. So I don't even know why this will. See, that's another thing. Why did they even bother interviewing this guy? That time when he did what he did, he apologized for what he did, though, in his own way of apologizing. You understand? This time around, it is happening again. He's calling a fellow human being monkeys.
I've struggled and I've fought over the last 6 years more than any of the little monkeys that said what you've just said to me now.
Do you know that in the so-called civilized part of the world, you're a presidential aspirant or whatever aspirant you are, and you call somebody a monkey? That is the end of your political career. But it's Nigeria now, nothing will happen. It will continue as if nothing happened. Another thing he's very good at is bragging about his family. The kind of family I come from, the kind of this guy, I don't know, like that's not even necessary. A simple question, yes or no. Finance has nothing to do with it. I changed my party. At the end of the day, he didn't even still tell why he changed party. Rigmaroling, but I'm still not answering the question.
And I stand proud and I stand tall. The kind of family I come from, the kind of background I have, finance is never an issue. But of course, this is always the absurd narrative that people with a very small brain and a low intelligence quotient always put out. It's something that Nigerians, particularly Nigerians from a particular segment of society, like to say about those of us that are in the elite.
Did you hear that? People with very small brain and low intelligence. This is the person that wants to serve the people.
We are being led by God to make those choices. I make my choices. I owe nobody any explanation or apology other than my family members and other than my God. What is important to me is my God and the fact that I'm doing the right thing at the right time.
Another thing that is kind of like, that gets you thinking sometimes is how some of these people, after they say all these things, they still call God in the same sentence. The same God that speaks about humility. The same God that does not like pride.
It's something that Nigerians, particularly Nigerians from a particular segment of society, like to say about those of us that are in the elite.
Did you hear that? Is what Nigerians, then he corrected himself. Nigerians from a particular segment, speak about them that are the elite. Let me tell you, my understanding of that sentence is this. That is the way you poor people talk about us that are rich. That's what he said. That's basically what he's saying. This is how you commoners, you poor people, that's how you talk or reason about us, the elite. This is someone that wants to come and serve the people. And he's already showing you that he has no time for the common man. He has not be level, not be mates, not be mates. This guy is known to never tolerate even the most basic questions. Ordinary question. What is insulting? I don't know. If you guys feel that question is insulting, you can, leave it in the comment section. I feel like no matter what the question they ask you, answer, oh yes or no. How can a person like this serve the people? You cannot even be asked a question. People don't realize when you go into power, you're going there to serve. But in Nigeria, it's a lie. They're going there to be served. They're not going there to serve. They're going there to be served. To say the way he speaks, it shows you that he does not regard the ordinary man as people. He says us, the elite. So there is us and you. This is someone that wants to lead. You refer to people as, and us, the elite. Are we not all supposed to be one, whether you get money or not? Are we not all supposed to be one? Is somebody like this, if he becomes the president tomorrow, how is he going to address this? There's so much sunlight. There's so much sunlight. Anyways, somebody like this, how is he going to refer to the people? You know that they said fellow Nigerians. This one will not say fellow because you're not fellow. You're not his fellow elite. So how is he going to refer? I'm going to start laughing. How is he going to refer to Nigerians? I be go call us monkeys. I don't know. And be like, my dear fellow elites and the rest. Because the rest now the common man. Imagine him saying, you can insult me from morning till night or whatever he said. Bikonu, which part of that question is an insult? Ordinary question. This is someone that wants to lead the people. If you already refer to his fellow human beings as monkeys, you will watch what if a white person dare calls a black man monkey. We know how the world goes crazy. Our fellow so what am I even going to call it? Fellow Nigerian, fellow black man is calling others monkeys according to their caliber in society. Imagine what this man is saying with his mouth. And I'm thinking to myself, only God knows which God is he actually referring to. Is it the same God that Jesus told us about? Because that God does not like pride. That God likes humility. Let me read to you guys some of his old tweets that has come up since this whole thing started. Cow lovers and corrupt treasury looters that have brought nothing but death, division, misery, poverty, incompetence, shame, and destruction to our nation and our people will burn in hell. He is referring to the other party that he has moved to. Another one, I am committed to opposing the APC and those that are in their ranks for the rest of my natural life, and I would never join them no matter what. They are nothing but darkness, whilst I stand for the light of God and truth. There can be no fellowship between light and darkness. Another tweet, the suggestion that I joined APC is false and insulting. Those that are peddling this fake news should bury their heads in shame. With what we have witnessed, I would rather die than join a filthy, rat-infested sinking ship like the Amajiri People's Congress, APC. Another one, those that claim that I have joined them and that seek to link my good name to such a bloodthirsty, bloodlusting, accursed political association of Boko Haramists, Fulani herdsmen, genocidal maniacs, ethnic cleansers, mass murderers, ethnic supremacist religious bigots. I would rather die than join APC. And then there was this comment that I saw. This comment said, I'm not surprised at all that this man joined APC. I'm just set aback by him, including, I'm gonna start laughing, by him including, excuse me, by him including God into his political calculation. I just saw that. I wanted to come and share with you guys. It's just, I don't know how, you know, when you think about the situation of Nigeria, you're like, okay, you know, these particular people that are in power, you're waiting for them to vamoose, for them to leave, and you're hoping for better for the future. But to imagine that someone like this, that is so arrogant and proud, feels so unquestionable, feels too big, you know, and then describing people as, you know, we the elites. We the elites. It means that you're not coming into power to see every human being as equal. You've already decided in your head that there are elites and the rest. You know, the ordinary citizen. You know, it makes people question, are you going to be the man of the people, or you're going to be, because you don't see all of us as the same. Because that sentence, going back to what I'm saying, what is so worrisome is not just the fact that, okay, people are saying we're looking forward to this leadership to leave, so that people are praying for something better to come in. To imagine that these are the kind of people that are lining up to be the future leaders is what is really worrisome. Really, really worrisome. Anyways, I saw that and I wanted to come here and share with you guys. As always, whatever your opinions are, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.